Hi all, this is Ashish Kyal here. Welcome to Elliott Wave News Channel, an initiative by Wave Strategy Advisors. And as always, we meet again on Friday at 4 p.m. The series is in order to discuss what is happening with the overall equity markets, where is Nifty headed, and in case there is any learning that one can derive from. So in the previous update, video update on last Friday, we discussed that the overall trend for Nifty, even if it was downside, we very clearly mentioned will the magic of 8,000 work again. And as everyone can see, Nifty broke below 8,000 just to form a low near 7915, and it quickly recovered about back above 8,000 and now again back towards 8,100. So always remember one important thing is any level is not going to be only single level that you have to focus on. It has to be the cluster of supports and as well as the entire zone. So one has to give certain leeway and it has to be considered on an entire zone basis. Also, weekly close becomes very crucial. So on the weekly basis, Nifty has still managed to sustain well above 8,000 mark, and this clearly highlighted. I mean, there was so much of pessimism. People were talking about 7,500, 7,600 levels, but we came out very bold and strong and said that will the magic of 8,000 work? And for me, it has worked because Nifty has still managed to just whipsaw around that level and close positive. Now, during such kind of a scenario, one needs to be prudent in understanding what is the overall pattern of the market, what is the market direction by looking at the news. So I would not. I would probably look at the news and try to see if the news is bearish, but equity markets are still managing to close positive. That's positive for me. So one has to evaluate news based on how the markets are reacting and not the other way around. Let me in this series, let me explain you very quickly what is the technique that I follow, probably using Bollinger Bands as well as trendline support levels, because those things have worked very well in the markets. And even now the bounce back which has happened when the RSI touched the 30 level, and it was very close to the lower end of the Bollinger Band. So these techniques have been combined together along with Elliott wave in order to give a high probable reversal areas. So let me share across my screen that will explain the chart of Nifty more clearly. Over here, if you can see the screen over here, we have clearly shown Bollinger Bands applied. This is the zone where the low was formed on 7915 was the low which Nifty formed, and bounced back sharply from there. In our daily research report, which is published in the morning, known as Financial Wave Short-Term Update, we very clearly showed one very important trend line, which is a parallel to this trend line. So if I connect a parallel to this line on the downside and then take this parallel line further lower, which is connecting the spike low of made during the event of 9th November. So the spike low was at around 8,002 levels. If we connect the parallel trend line to the spike low, we came out with a level which is that 78807900 is the crucial level that Nifty should protect, and only a move below 7880, we mentioned very explicitly in the research report, move below 7880 is required in order to resume the downtrend back towards the another lower trend line level. So the concept over here is not necessarily a channel should be drawn only between two opposing trend lines, but a channel can be drawn and the parallel trend line can be drawn to the previous channel, which continues to work very, very well. So this is the parallel trend line you can see here, and we have drawn it here. So if Nifty breaks below this trend line, then the next parallel trend line probably might come down much lower, but we very well expected that there should be bounce back given the pessimism which was there in the market. The sentiments were so much pessimistic. It's not, market doesn't normally reacts downside on such back of bearish sentiments. Secondly, RSI has worked extremely well even in this downtrend. If you look at the RSI indicator shown below on the chart, it has managed to provide support exactly near not 30. I would say it has managed to provide support near the zone of somewhere around 25 levels. So 25 has worked very well, and the low which was formed near 7915 was again near the zone of 25. And on the upside, the resistance for RSI has continued to be at this level. So we are again at that zone, and even when Nifty has taken out 8,100 odd levels, I think there is a possibility we might again go down to retest probably 7950, or probably we might retest 8,000 again this time, because normally after a very sharp decline, Nifty forms an edge kind of a pattern, which we have innovated, an edge pattern, which we call it as an edge pattern. And as per this pattern, we have to see a positive divergence normally when Nifty forms a very important low. Over here, there is there is no such positive divergence, and there is a possibility we might again see an edge pattern, a sharp fall, a rise from here, maybe 8150 or odd levels, and then again a move back towards the lower end, and that is going to complete this entire correction which started from 8,900 odd levels. So that is going to complete one leg of the move, and the next leg is then probably going to emerge. So those bigger degree counts you can find in the research report, and over short term one can apply this parallel channel concept along with Bollinger Bands. Price have closed just above the Bollinger Bands, but its sustainability is going to be watched maybe in tomorrow's session, on Monday's session. And RSI is also closed near important level, which was not breached for quite some time. So all in all, I think the momentum on the downside is definitely reduced. The upside trend, I am not expecting a very strong trend immediately from here on. There has to be some base formation, there has to be some consolidation over the next few days, and then the trend can be expected. You can, during this scenario, the stock specific movement has continued extremely well. We have been able to capitalize on those stock movements over past 2 to 3 days, where we gave short on Tata Motors. It worked very well. It went to lower levels. We gave buy on calls like Tata Steel, and it is yes, in yesterday's session, and it was up by nearly 4%, 3 to 4% in today's session itself. We gave then there was another call which was given, and the stocks have worked extremely well as per what was expected. So in PFC, we gave previously few days back PFC buy call, and the target was achieved. So this indicates that the stock specific movement has continued in this market, and it is very important for you to pick up the right stocks during such scenarios. For any queries or any doubts, you can always get in touch with me on wavestrategy.com. You can always post your questions on wavestrategy.com in our discussion forum. And the technique, again in a nutshell, which we discussed right now, is the parallel trend lines, the indicator RSI here, along with the Bollinger Bands. So all of these techniques have been discussed, which indicates that Nifty closing today again is at an important juncture. Few days of consolidation can be expected in order to digest the sharp fall, and then the trend should resume. Now, in order to get a crucial exact level above which we expect the uptrend to go and below which we expect the downtrend to go, please get access to the research report, Financial Wave short-term update, which covers Nifty overall view along with Elliott wave counts and various technical studies which I am showing right now. And you can also very well see how we expected markets to react from the lower levels, and by getting access to the past reports. So that's it from my side over this video, and stay tuned. See you again next week, same time, and have a great weekend. Thank you very much.